Banks. Michael Jordan, WWE.
This dude is
I don't understand what they're doing.
We'll settle on the main event tonight. How's that?
Can you take the Roman Reigns, please?
I don't get what you're doing.
All right, guys. Well, we do have an exclusive sneak peek at another major premiere that's hitting the airwaves after WrestleMania night. Here's a sneak peek of Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions with Chris Jericho.
Interesting.
Okay, the countdown to the millennium is officially underway. There's a series of countdowns that appear on Raw leading to August 9th, 1999. Whose idea was that, and, to build effectively hype for your appearance?
Well, if it was a song, it would be co-written by Jericho and Vince McMahon. And so I remember standing in the line at the post office, and there was a clock that said countdown to the millennium. And it was, 3 months, 4 days, 5 hours and 16 seconds, 15 seconds, 14 seconds. And I remember thinking that'd be a great way for somebody to come into the WWE. It'd be a great way for me to come into WWE. And that's when I said, I'll be the Millennium Man. The countdown to the new millennium. That's me. And the Millennium Man is going to be a change. Getting rid of all the old and bringing the new. If you remember my opening promos was that everybody in WWE was boring and only I was the most entertaining guy and all this other stuff. And that's where it all came from that post office. So I called Vince Russo and I told him this idea and he thought it was great and he called Vince. And here's the genius of it. We calibrated it so that it would end like at the beginning of Raw and I would open the show. But Vince said, no, you're gonna come out in the middle of the show, and interrupt a promo by The Rock, which to me was the genius of all geniuses.
One of the top guys in the entire industry.
Yeah. I mean, you and him, like I always say, and not just because you're here, that if you're lucky enough to have a Bruno or a Hulk or a Cena, it's a 1 in a million. We had 2 at the same time in you and Rocky. Like that never happens. And we had 2 and Rock was one of them. And to interrupt him in the middle of his promo, like that's like I always say Vince is like this. Like I'm like, okay, I'm building this and this is great. Chris, that's really great. And Vince will go, what if you did this? Oh my gosh, that's a million times better. That's what Vince does. Yeah. He would always say like, I just booked this. You got to make it work. Yeah. He's not a guy that has like all these, he has ideas, but not like all the ideas, but he can really see like move this there. And he's the guy that came up with interrupting The Rock in the middle of the promo. And to me, that was why it worked. It was because of that one little detail that just brought me right in and gave me the rocket right away.
Unreal.
So that is definitely something everyone needs to watch out. Wow. Again, it will be on Peacock in the US, the WWE Network, everywhere else after WrestleMania. Night 1, don't miss it. You guys' reactions, clearly, like, we're all going to be pretty blown away.
Listen, I talk about this show as like wrestling Mad Libs. Like that stuff happens on this show that's kind of weird and wacky, don't expect it. I don't think anybody had Stone Cold sitting down with Chris Jericho on Broken Skull Sessions in 2021.
Yeah, and it's going to be night 2 after WrestleMania, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. And there's an elephant in the room, but it's just going to be really great to see 2 of the greats just talk.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a game changer, right? But I'm also just really excited for the conversation. There's a lot of interesting stories there between them. There's a lot of interesting stories there that I'm sure when they were in locker rooms together. Broken Skull Sessions is always a total blast and so informative, and I feel like I learned so much more about the business by the end of it as compared to when it started. I'm really excited.
Yes, sir.
Really excited. Okay. More predictions, please.
Sure.
I don't think she's listening anymore, so we're going to talk about it now. The SmackDown Women's Championship match. Who we got? Matt Camp.
Matt?
It's probably the most historic main event in WrestleMania history. And it's all about these 2 women. Sasha says she's the GOAT. She's trying to get that first victory at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair wins the Royal Rumble. She's trying to debut at WrestleMania with a victory in the main event, which is exactly what will happen. New SmackDown Women's Champion, Bianca Belair.
Yeah, well, if you guys didn't hear in the debate where, I just destroyed Ryan Pacola. It's interesting, man. Listen, it's EST. It's EST, man. That's who's winning this right now. That's who's winning this match. It's Bianca Belair for so many reasons. Because Sasha liked to gloss over that very fine question by Matt Camp. She glossed over the fact that she has not won at WrestleMania. That kind of because she ain't never been there. She's there now. This is her moment. This is her time. The EST of WWE and new.
That's 2, baby. That's all we need, right? We're good.
It's already over. We got the majority
rule.